Let me just break it down like this. ChatGPT, that's just scratching the surface. So, ChatGPT, let's talk about it. A couple of months ago, it came out, it got really popular, and a lot of people started to use it. And I've actually, just asked friends and family, have you heard about it? Have you tried it? So I was actually surprised that till this day, most people I've asked, they haven't actually heard about it. So if you heard about it, good for you. Personally, for the last couple of months, I've been diving into AI and sort of testing out these different things and playing around with pictures and audio. And I wanted to give it some time to really test it out before actually sharing my thoughts about it. Let me just break it down like this. ChatGPT, that's just scratching the surface. So in this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to share a couple of ways that I use AI. So starting off with ChatGPT, do I use it and how do I use it? So for my content creation, I am actually using ChatGPT to create better titles. English is not my first language, so just because I think something sounds good as a title, it may not ring well with other people. For example, for a lot of years, I've loved the word infamous. I thought it sounded really cool, but then I started to get some comments when I started to use that word that, what do you mean? You're a criminal? Or, like when English is not your first language, sometimes you do not understand the full definition of a word. That's just the way things are. But I use ChatGPT almost every single day to, improve my tweets, to improve my titles, to create good video descriptions. I find it very useful. Instead of me, sitting for 20 minutes trying to come up with a good title, I just write down what I want to say with this title, and then I let ChatGPT create better titles. And it's just amazing how much time it saves for me. And I also use it to improve some of my scripts. For some channels and some videos, I actually use scripts. I use a teleprompter, read from a script. Yeah, I know, it doesn't sound very authentic, but it actually makes much better content. Oh, in case you're wondering, no, today I'm not using a teleprompter. Now, another thing that I've been using for my content creation is Bing's image creator. So the way Bing's image creator works is that you tell it basically what to create. So if you want to create a dinosaur with 3 heads, you just type it in and it will actually create an image for you like that. It actually creates a couple of images and then you can pick the best one. It's so amazing. And it doesn't just create cartoonish pictures, it can actually create photographs as well. So I've been using this extensively especially on my other 2 channels, TS Camera Gear and TS Tech Gear. And I've been creating these wild and crazy thumbnails. And, I'm sort of still debating whether or not I actually created them or if, Bing created them. But I sort of think of AI as a co-pilot. I'm running the show, I'm making creative decisions, but I'm sort of, giving instructions to AI what I want. And so I do feel I can take some of the credit for my creations here. And, this whole AI thing, it's just growing and growing, and it's not a very new thing. We've seen this in the past, like with the iPhone, with the Mac, you have these shortcuts where you can sort of automate things. Now, I know that technically speaking, this is not AI, but when it comes to AI, the main purpose of it, the way I see it, is to save time. And so I sort of think that AI and automations, they sort of go hands in hand. And, I remember when the internet first came out, like instead of having to go to a store and pick up things to buy, you could do it online. So it's just a more efficient way to do it. And it's just growing and growing. And today it's like, when I order stuff online, I expect it to be on my front porch the next day. Like that's how insane and efficient the world has become of, delivering packages. So I've been sort of testing out these different automations and AI tools to sort of make my work more efficient because speaking as a content creator, I've said this before, I consider myself to be a more creative person. And something that takes away the joy of all of these things is basically that I have to do some manual labor when I'm trying to create something, artistic, something beautiful, something interesting, right? And so, for example, sometimes when I edit videos, I use this app called Time Bolt. And what it does is actually cuts away all the silences to make my video more efficient. And yes, for this video, I'm actually using Time Bolt. It saves so much time and so much energy. It really just makes me feel more creative and saves me a lot of time because I don't have to waste my creative energy to, do these monotonous things where I, cut silences in my video. It's just so boring. It takes forever. I can just focus on the creative part of things. And so I really enjoy it. Recently, the latest thing I've tested out in AI is actually just so incredible. So Adobe, which is a company that I actually don't like at all because they have this monthly payment system. And I hate that stuff. If I'm going to buy a software, I just want to pay for it once and then use it forever. But with Adobe, you have to pay a fee every month. And I just don't like that. But they've actually released this free thing recently. And what it does is actually that you can basically upload an audio clip to this website. And what it does, it cleans up the audio and creates basically podcast quality audio. And it's just incredible. And I've tested it out and I wanted to show you. And so what I wanted to do, I wanted to show you how impressive it is. And I'm going to borrow this segment of the video from a content creator called Cody Wanner. He did something similar on his video. So I'm going to basically do what he did because I wanted to show it because it's so incredible. So I'm going to take my smartphone out and I'm going to record myself. And let me try this. Hey, this is Scryleus, and as you can see, I don't have a microphone connected to my iPhone, and that's why the noise is very so-and-so. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the audio from this clip and I'm going to put it into this Adobe podcast AI thing and just listen to the difference. Hey, this is Scryleus, and as you can see, I don't have a microphone connected to my iPhone. That's pretty cool, right? That's why the noise is. And so when I say that when it comes to AI, ChatGPT and Bing and all of these things that we have right now, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Like with AI, with the help of incredibly smart software, we can make our work much more efficient. And I'm not just talking about content creators. I'm talking about people who want to start a business or people who want to, just basically any business I can think of. I can imagine just writers getting a lot of use from AI. Not that I'm saying that AI will write all the work for them, but it will improve their work so much that I don't have to get burnt out. Because that's the problem today, because the world is so incredibly efficient and we can do so many things, we can scale whatever content we produce out there in the world. Sometimes we get burnt out in the process because the potential is unlimited almost. But with AI, you have this artificial co-pilot that helps you work more efficiently than ever. It's just incredible. So I'm super fascinated with this whole AI thing, and I'm testing out everything I hear of, and I just keep finding new and better things. Recently, I saw this AI tool that lets you create your own apps without actually knowing how to code. It's called Bubble, and no, I'm not affiliated with them. It's just incredible. And every day, just these new AI tools just keep popping up. And I'm super excited for the future. And it started to make me think a lot about, how I can create like digital products, monetize my content here on YouTube, selling some form of digital products and basically just automate the whole thing. Because as a content creator, as a creative person, you want to focus on the creative aspect and not so much, the boring money side of things, setting up a web shop and setting up a payment systems. And I just think that with AI, with this fantastic co-pilot, you can focus on what you really enjoy doing. Like for me, creating content, and just let AI run the rest. And I think that's just amazing. So don't be too surprised if you see a lot of new digital products popping up on my channel. I'll do a couple of plugs here and there. And I don't really know what I want to sell. Like it could be maybe courses or maybe ebooks or who knows. But the point is, because of AI, I now feel much more confident that I actually could make it work. And that's incredible. Okay, that's all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed this little topic. And if you have any thoughts of your own, let me know in the comment section. Okay, bye.